skin was burnt off. Yeah, I didn't like this cat, and it wasn't his fault, really. It was his mom's. My mom and his mom were best friends, and she had this thing about inviting Chet over constantly, always, every day. I hated him, didn't want him over. I would sit on the step with a pair of Chuck Taylors and some sweatpants, ready to shoot some horse. He'd show up with some Buster Browns and like really nice dress pants, and he wasn't jumping anywhere or shooting anything. So anyway, so this is the 80s, and we had this, it was the 4th of July, we had just had this big holiday, we had the kitchen table with the extra leaves in the middle, so you couldn't move if you sat against the back wall. And we had the window up with a box fan in it, which was perfect for my ass. Like, I was just going to sit there and ignore Chet the entire day. Didn't care. He could do whatever he wanted to. He could play with the neighbor kids. He could fucking drink, you know, poison. I didn't care, really. So I sat there, and I had my old man's drafting table in front of me with a piece of graph paper taped down. I was drawing a giant robot because, frankly, there are 3 things really important in this world. It's food, water, and giant robots. That's it. I had this thing figured out. I had it all like plotted out. He had missiles on his shoulders. He had panels on his legs that would open up and kill your ass. Like, it didn't matter. Right across from me was Chet, and he was sitting there going, you know, I really don't think you're that interesting. It's cool. It's cool. Didn't bother me. It's not a problem. Went back to my drawing. The wind's blowing from behind me. It's about 76 and breezy. The sun's on the house next to me. Perfect day, except for Chet, who said, I really don't think you're that good of an artist. Oh. Fine, not a problem. That's cool. Don't have a problem with that because, frankly, he played with pound puppies. I would be offended if he didn't have a perm. You know, like it would have been bad. It would have been bad. But then he said something that I really can't forgive, even to this day. He said, "Hey, I heard your dad got laid off. I guess he's a bum." The next thing that happened, I don't remember a lot of it. You hear how people say they saw red? Here's what happens. Your heart explodes. It doubles its rate of, like, just, that's it. Your circulation goes up. Every blood vessel in your eye explodes. Blood covers your iris. You don't know what the fuck is going on. When you watch a movie and someone's getting choked, they put their hands here, you know, like on the sides, and they press the thumb into the trachea. That's not what I did. I don't know how I did. I came around the table and had him on the ground in front of my fridge, and there's no one else in the house, and I had him by the flesh. The flesh. And I was pounding his fucking head into the fucking ground. And I felt something pop. And he went limp, but I didn't care. Because I was fucking red-eyed. I didn't give a shit. The next thing I remember is I'm on the top bunk. And my brother is like outside playing, but I'm on the top bunk. And apparently what had happened is my old man had grabbed me by the shirt and thrown me up there. Through 4 rooms in one swift motion because I had no fucking remember. I don't remember at all. But I was crying because it was the last fight I had ever been in. It wasn't that I was afraid of getting my ass kicked. It wasn't that I was afraid of like hurting somebody too much. It was because in that moment he said the wrong thing and I didn't stop. I would have kept fucking pounding his head into the fridge. I didn't care. It was turning into fucking clay at that point. And the old man sent him home, walking, because I told him what happened. He called me a bum. Yeah, he called you a bum. You did good, son. Man.